Good morning, my dear friends and clients. Here we are the day after the historic and stunning result in our presidential election. Certainly not what I saw coming, not what anybody saw coming. It's a disruption on the flow of monumental proportion, but the planet has been calling out for a disruption of the flow of monumental proportion. And even though the blue favorite, Hillary, did not make it to the Oval Office, boy, has she carved a lane in energetic flow for divine feminine. She did it. And that lane is open and it's not closing anytime soon. I think what we saw in the election is more of a desire for something, just something different. I mean, this is why we have term limits, so that we don't keep getting the same over and over and over again. And as you saw in the numbers, even the popular vote was only 200,000 different in the tally. But it really shows that there's another point of view that wants to be expressed in America. Now, that doesn't mean that we have to be enemies with those who voted differently. And I strongly encourage you to not make enemies out of people who think differently from you. These are people who have families and bills to pay and kids and things of this nature. And yes, in this election, for many of us, the bigotry and bias and gender bias that exists in our country was shown to exist. The light was shined on it, but it existed even without the light being shined on it. So doesn't mean that we give up and that we just say, I'm throwing in the towel. No, we just keep at doing what we continue to do. And for those of us who are light workers, who are in the energy game, you just continue to practice what you know works. And it is staying out of fear. It is being a force for love on the planet. It is refusing to participate in vibrations that are not in alignment with your truth. And then on the other side, if you have the time, if you have the inclination to move forward and devote your energy and your time to those projects and those causes that matter to you, and have your voice heard in that way. So perhaps your voice is not in the Oval Office this term, but you still have a voice. And if you look at the numbers of the results last night, you have many, many millions of people who share your voice. You're not alone. But spiritually, and probably most important in this offering, is that you are not your experiences. You are a divine, creative being with dignity, purpose, power, and intention, having a human experience. And what's the purpose of the experience? The experience is for you to become. Who are you going to become because of this? Are you going to become smaller because you didn't get an outcome you wanted? Or are you going to become larger and more committed to your truth because of it? And that's the purpose of experience, nothing more. And if you garner the nuggets from the experience that you're supposed to garner, the experience becomes irrelevant in your life. And so what I mean by that is when you are in right relationship to benevolence and divine love. I always say nothing trumps divine love and wisdom. Benevolence will be with you. You can be in a war zone and benevolent energies will still come to meet you. You will find yourself rescued. You will find yourself attended to. You will find that in your plot of land, goodness still comes to you. Many of my friends of color and of different religious affiliations feel worried and scared. Don't go there. We all want to be vigilant about being safe and what goes on in our personal world, but don't live in fear. Be aware, but don't fear. Those are two very different things. And if you stay in awareness and out of fear, that's a much more empowered place to be. And that's where you have the ability to affect change, even the change you don't know. And quantum physics proves to us that what you think about something alters it on a tangible level. So continue to practice the principles. You can't win every time. And upsets happen, as this did. But in a few days' time, we will be in acceptance. All of us will be in acceptance. And we can move back into really being intentional with how you want to create your life. So I love you. My heart goes out to you. I'm sending enormous hugs to all my friends and people. And stay in trust. This is your journey to continue to be a force for love in life and on the planet, and trust that there's a reason for this experience for you, and look for those reasons. Don't run away from them. Embrace those reasons, and things will go much more smoothly for you. I'm looking forward to being with you, to talking with you. I'm here. My dear friends, have a wonderful day. I'm Phyllis King.